How's that chicken sandwich?
It's pretty good.
Did I ever tell you your granddaddy raised chickens?
What? No.
Speaking of that, have I ever told you about the Corpening treasure?
Yes, a lot. But wait. Tell the story again, but I'm going to record it this time so I can keep it for documentation.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Go.
All right. The Corpening treasure. I first heard about the treasure from my father's sister, Aunt Betty. The story was that Aunt Betty's aunt, Aunt Hattie, had watched her father carry a tin can filled with gold coins into the woods during the Civil War. She was watching through the second-story window as her dad wandered off into the woods behind her house carrying the tin can. He was hiding the gold from the Union troops as they marched up the valley on the way to the farm. Now, the gold coins were Beckler gold pieces made by the Beckler Mint in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. This area of North Carolina was the largest gold mining area in North America before the Civil War, which explains why the existence of the Beckler Mint and why Aunt Hattie's dad would have had some Beckler gold coins. Now, Aunt Hattie never heard about the gold being recovered, so she assumed it was still hidden out in the woods. Aunt Hattie told Aunt Betty about the treasure and believed that it was still under a tree or in a tree root hole. Knowing this, Aunt Betty would look for the tin can under any fallen trees in the woods on the family land whenever she went walking through the woods, but she never found anything. Occasionally, when I travel back to the family land, I walk through the woods looking under trees, but without a metal detector, I haven't found anything either. Now, there used to be a pond in the woods that was fed by a natural spring. The pond has since dried up, but the spring is still there. I'm assuming that my great-great-granddaddy would have buried the gold around the spring or in the pond, since there was very little time to dig a deep hole with the Union Army marching quickly toward his house. I've never had the time or the chance to go dig near the spring or in the pond for the tin can of gold. Well, hi, Christopher. Welcome home.
Hey, Dad. I actually found the gold.
What? I didn't expect you to be able to find it.
What do you mean?
Well, I expected that my great-great-granddaddy would have dug it up and used it to pay taxes on the farm after the war.
Yeah, but he didn't. Look, I actually found it.
Wow. That's amazing. You know, you're not going to be able to spend it or use it.
Why? Why not? It's probably worth millions.
Because the gold is tied to the Corpening curse.